It's WrestleMania time. WrestleMania. Huh. Hell yeah. Now, we've been working on this painting. Started a little bit, trying to get a little bit of detail. And seeing what I can do. What I got is, these are lights. These are the lights. Shining all. I'm drinking. I don't.
What is up, everybody? And welcome back to the channel where we take on painting challenges that are probably, let's be honest, a little bit above my skill level. But hey, where's the fun in playing it safe? Today, we are diving headfirst into a project that combines two of my greatest passions, the sophisticated, highbrow world of oil painting and the subtle, nuanced art of professional wrestling. That's right, it's decent, everybody. Now, you might be thinking, why? Why would you do that? And to that I say, why not? Imagine the sheer majesty, the explosion of pyrotechnics, the thousands of screaming fans, the larger-than-life superstars, all captured in the timeless medium of oil on canvas. It's high art meets high impact, a clash of cultures, a masterpiece in the making, or a complete and utter disaster. Either way, it's going to be entertaining. I'm tackling these big, bold letters, and let me tell you, it's a total smackdown. Trying to get these edges perfectly straight is like trying to put a Klingon in a headlock. It fights back. The real challenge is making these letters pop with the most awesome neon glow. It's all about layering the highlights just right. One wrong move, and it goes from, oh yeah, to, oh no. I'm using a tiny brush for this. My hand is cramping, my eyes are blurry, but we will get this championship belt. Painting finished. Now for the fun part, the spotlights. I'm loading up my brush with a brilliant titanium white, maybe a little cadmium yellow for warmth. Instead of bold, unapologetic strokes, I'm using a delicate little brush. Why? Because we want to create soft, radiant strokes of light that gently dance across the canvas, just like a graceful performer making their entrance. Look at that! We're not just painting light, we're bringing it to life! Painting a crowd is notoriously difficult. It's like trying to herd 1,000 tiny, colorful cats onto a single canvas. So, our secret weapon? Abstraction. We're not painting individual portraits of Uncle Dave in the third row. No, we're focusing on the overall impression, the energy, the movement, and, most importantly, the light. This is where it gets messy and fun. I'm not going to sit here and paint thousands of tiny faces. My sanity is worth more than that. Instead, we'll use a technique that suggests a crowd. I'm taking a stiff bristle brush and a whole bunch of colors, reds, blues, greens, yellows. I'm just dabbing and stippling in the areas outside the main spotlights. See how it creates this texture, this feeling of a massive audience without any specific details. It's all about creating the illusion of people. It's like a visual crowd chant. You can almost hear the roar. The key is to keep it loose. Don't overthink it. If a blob of paint looks more like a potato than a person, who cares? It's a potato enjoying the show. This is about capturing a feeling, not a photograph. I'm adding some brighter dabs of color closer to the light source, suggesting the light is catching the tops of their heads and their ridiculously oversized foam fingers. See how that simple trick adds so much depth? It pulls the entire scene together. The light is interacting with the crowd, making them part of the spectacle. Now that the main lighting structure is in, I'm focusing on the details of the stage and the ring. I'm using smaller brushes to add the intricate truss work, the giant screens, and the texture of the ramp. I'm adding subtle reflections of the stage lights onto the floor and the ropes of the ring. It's these little details that sell the illusion and make the scene feel real. If it ends up looking a bit like a futuristic shopping mall, we'll just roll with it. I'm mixing up some ultramarine blue, a touch of black, and a whisper of purple. It needs to be dark, because that's what's going to make all those stage lights pop later on. This is going to be epic. It looks abstract, like a toddler was given the primary colors and a whole lot of sugar. But trust the process. Now we start to refine. I'm focusing on the stage structure itself. Using a smaller brush, I'm trying to define some of those metal pointy bits. A little bit of gray, a little bit of white for a highlight. And suddenly, it starts to look less like a blob and more like a slightly more defined blob. From a distance, it'll look like something epic is happening on screen. Up close, it'll look like I spilled my paint palette. But that's a secret between us. The blinding light that makes you feel like you're witnessing something legendary. Dabbing away. Dab, dab, dab. It's magic. The lighting is what will bring this whole thing to life. This is where we get to play with the really bright, fun colors. I'm using pure titanium white mixed with yellows, blues, and reds for the stage lights. I'm imagining those big sweeping spotlights that pan across the crowd. We need rays of light shooting up into the rafters, creating that cathedral-like atmosphere that only a massive wrestling show can provide. A little touch of lens flare here, a bright glow there. It's starting to feel electric. Now, let's refine those spotlights a bit. I'm going back in with a softer brush, blending the edges of the light beams just a little. This gives them that hazy, atmospheric quality, like there's a bit of fog machine smoke lingering in the air. You can almost smell the pyrotechnics. We want these lights to feel powerful, like they're surging, highlighting the action. And what's the action? The viewer's imagination. The painting isn't just what's on the canvas, it's the story it tells in your head. Now for the finishing touches. This is my favorite part, where I just go all over the painting, adding tiny details that probably no one but me will ever notice. A little extra pop of white on a light fixture, a tiny streak of red on the edge of the screen, deepening a shadow under the stage to create more depth. This is also the danger zone, where it's very easy to overwork a painting. You have to know when to stop. You have to know when to put the brush down and say, it is finished. Much like a referee counting to 3, there's a point of no return. I'm taking a step back now, looking at it from a distance. It's chaotic, it's colorful, it's a little bit ridiculous. It's WrestleMania. We have the dark, moody arena, the suggestion of a massive crowd, the brilliantly lit stage with its complex structure, and that glowing ramp leading to the center of the action. It's not a perfect photorealistic copy, and it was never meant to be. It's an oil painting. It's my interpretation of the spectacle, the energy, and the sheer, unadulterated fun of it all. It's a bit messy, but so is a good no disqualification match. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It was a battle. There were moments of doubt. There were times I thought I had created an unsalvageable mess. But we persevered, we trusted the process, and we pinned this challenge. 1, 2, 3. So there you have it. From blank canvas to the grandest stage of them all. What do you guys think? Is it subscribe for more artistic adventures? And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!